There's the main camera, there's the second camera, and then
We're live, Mike.
there's another camera. All right, Paul, you want to do the introduction?
Welcome. Today, Paul Harney here.
Mark Stoudenbauer here.
How do you say that?
Stoudenbauer, and you spell it with Mark with a C. Not Kark, but M-A-R-C.
Mark works with us on the West Coast.
And I'm Mike.
Yes.
And that's Mike over there.
So,
Mike Harney.
what's your name mean in German?
Well, Stoudenbauer means strong farmer. And
Oh.
you know Germans are... No,
Mark, fix your cable.
oh, yes. Strong farmer.
Push it into the receiver.
Okay.
Big cat. Come on.
You're speaking into the void.
So... got me
How's
now?
that, Al? Better?
Let's hear Mike.
You gotta
Yes.
speak.
So,
Say something.
German, strong farmer.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone on, or do we have to kill some time?
No, you got people.
Hey. Yeah, so again, my name's Mark.
Where do you live, Mark?
Stoudenbauer. I live in a town called Pacifica, California. Just
that
about,
nice?
Yeah, just about 10 miles south of San Francisco. So yeah, and represent Harney and Sons in multiple markets, but focus on Northern California and the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
We got it.
Mark's leaving.
Yeah.
He's leaving. We
going
thought
back.
so much of him that he's left.
Should have
Going
done
back
it.
to Pacifica.
Up.
Surf's
Hold on.
off, he said.
He's working through the details.
Uh-oh. Well, so
Well, we've
Paul,
got some great teas today. We've got 3 different teas we're showcasing, and nice walk down history's lane, Mike.
Lane. What lane?
Well, whatever lane it is.
Well, so you were saying one's already being sold, right?
They're all being sold.
I mean,
Okay, well, wait a sec. So let's start. Try
Let's-
not to.
let's go
take
back to
over.
you.
Yes,
Okay.
not take
Oh,
over this thing. You're
okay.
just the guest. You're not
Yes.
the host.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Mark, how long you been working for us?
It's been 2.5 years now. 2.5 years. I started in February 2022.
All right.
So
don't
it
move
was
so
an
much.
interesting
Slow
time.
down. Stop
Okay.
Yeah.
moving. Stop
Okay.
moving. Man. People gonna get car sick.
Okay, you got it. So yes, I've been working with Harney and Sons for 2.5 years.
Why
over
you
the
guys all
country.
got your arms behind your head back?
Well, we're trying to find the right spot.
Well, you
for
got
it.
your arm behind your
I'm just
back.
messing with you guys.
All right.
You can't come up with your own
So,
situations?
anything else you'd like to know about my?
We're done. You got 2 beautiful daughters and a lovely wife.
Yes, and live
There
in
you go.
Pacifica, California, and love working with
all
Harney and Sons.
And what's your social security number?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So we had Paul was just this week. He was down in
last week actually.
Well, everything would be last week at this.
Yes,
stage.
yes.
You're down in Colonial Williamsburg.
Yes.
Where is that
Colonial
located?
Williamsburg. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia. Norfolk is closest airport, but it's beautiful down there. The eastern side of the great state of Virginia.
Excellent, excellent. So, what were you doing down there?
Well, Mike, interesting enough, I was talking about tea. We were talking a little tea down there. It was going over, we got a couple tours of all that's going on in Williamsburg because we are a licensee down there. And we have 2 new blends, which are these 2 here, Earl Grey and a pomegranate garden, which has a little bit of hibiscus in it.
Herbal.
Neither one's herbal.
Neither one's herbal, man.
You can't. Don't try to mess the system up.
Okay. But
That's my first time
Williamsburg,
seeing it. They're beautiful.
we've been associated with Williamsburg for quite a while. It's a great story down there, and we got to visit Yorktown.
Ooh.
Got to see Alexander Hamilton, where he ran across
Yorktown.
the redoubt. You know why they call it a redoubt?
No, I do not.
You don't know why?
Redoubt. Does it have anything to do with Hamilton and Burr?
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
where their
no.
fight was,
This
huh?
is that's not where their fight was. This is
Okay.
when he's charging to take the last 2 outposts
Oh, okay.
before Cornwallis surrendered.
Yes.
And then we actually have a great a partner that serves our tea in Yorktown, which is they do a wonderful job
that
there.
the
and they're
cheese
right
place, or?
Nope. And they do a wonderful job in Yorktown. And I got a special tour with them. Their son does the tours, and they have a steam-powered trolley. And you go
Yorktown.
around, you get to see everything. And Gabe, which is the son, plays the fife. Fantastic.
Steam trolley.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
living. So yeah, it's great down there. It was a beautiful time down there. And Williamsburg is, of course, gorgeous.
So you say you fly into Norfolk if you wanted to fly from
If you
somewhere
wanted,
far
yep,
away? Okay.
Norfolk.
All right.
Yep,
So tell us about the pomegranate garden tea, Paul.
it's fantastic. Mike.
Wait,
It's
I'm
got-
having it right now. I'm drinking it. It's light in the cup, John, right?
Yes, well, it's got a little oolong in there, which is always nice.
Oolong and hibiscus, yeah. it
And
makes for an
hibiscus,
unusual-
which is it is unusual, and that's what we try to do sometimes. We do, something that harkens back.
And the tea?
That's the tea. Yes, that's the tea. This is a tin.
You want to take a look at it?
Want to see it?
Why not?
You could open it. Want to open it?
Sure.
But Williamsburg is great, and they started setting that place up in 1930, and of course Williamsburg. You know when Williamsburg, the colony was founded?
1780.
16 something.
No, 1781 was when Hamilton
Okay.
took the fort.
Okay.
But I believe it was in the 1630s. my
Yeah,
man.
It's a long
1630s.
time ago.
1630s.
Well, they had problems the first few. Of course, they didn't survive, right?
Yep. And then 1932 was when Williamsburg, they started dialing that place up.
I believe that was Rockefellers that
Yes, it
started
was.
yeah.
And in the 70s, they started dressing in period clothing. And
You mean dial it up, like make it a real sophisticated place to be?
Well, they started doing the archaeological digs and,
Okay.
and all that sort of good stuff. Started finding some stuff. So
Did you
I
wanna
got
try
to
this?
see
Here.
a nice, what was it? The governor's mansion.
Okay.
And then we got to see his kitchen.
Ooh.
His 1600 kitchen.
Yeah.
And how they cooked.
There you go.
That's it. Thank
They
you,
didn't
sir.
drink a lot of tea, though. You know that?
No?
Well, they didn't like tea because there was the whole problem
Tea
with
party,
the tea. Yes.
taxation.
without representation.
Now that was though probably after 1600. though.
I know, but they didn't like it, and then so the men would drink coffee. Well,
Oh.
whiskey, my man, a lot of times.
Really?
But the ladies would go off.
John, what do you got? A little doodad here.
Has
That's
that,
how it all started.
Has that grudge
What's that,
been
a little
dropped down
monitor?
there?
Well, they still sell a lot of coffee down there,
Yeah.
but
And
us-
peanuts. They're famous for their peanuts.
Yes,
huh?
well, yes, absolutely. They got great peanuts down there.
Well, so what do you think of that?
I think it's wonderful. Really.
You think that'll make sense out there in Pacifica?
Well, yeah, I could see a couple places it would go. Do you have it? Is there anything where it has the whole collection in there? Is that
They don't
enough?
all look the same, just so you know.
Yeah.
Because we just had the holiday over there, see? So these are
Yeah.
little different tins.
Yes.
I'm always looking for something
Different.
new and like kind of the case pack for places.
What about
where
old? 'Cause this is
collector-
old.
Old. Well, I mean, if you haven't
This is
seen
old,
it yet, it's
man.
new.
Okay. So, but the other one we have is an Earl Grey, right, Paul?
Yeah.
What's the inspiration there?
Well, bergamot. Come on, Earl the Pearl, Mike.
You know, the original Earl Grey, well, he was also in the Revolutionary
I
War.
know. That's why I'm here to help you.
So he was in the Revolutionary War, but he was on what they would say is the wrong side.
Yes.
He was a British general,
Okay.
and he did well enough at his job that the king made him into an earl, hereditary earl. And so his son became a prime minister of England, the United Kingdom, and then next thing you know, they had a tea named after him.
Ooh. And that's stuck.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So yeah, we got both sides going on here right now.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yep, this is named after General Earl.
Okay. And you said Earl the Pearl, though, not the New York Nick, right?
No.
Paul
But he was good, too.
He was
Yeah.
doing good.
Um,
Well, Alex, do we have any if people want to pipe up?
They got any questions for Mark? What it's like working for Harney and Sons, maybe?
Well, funny you do mention that.
Uh-oh, don't be funny.
Okay. So on YouTube, we have a few comments from RemFam, who says, "Hello, Mike, Paul, and Mark. Thank you for the wonderful and thoughtful tea blends you create and all you have done to popularize tea in the U.S." Then goes on to say, "My dream is to leave my job and work for the Harneys. How might I look into a career with Harney and Sons?"
Well, you have to ask Mark. He's the
Yeah,
only guy
yeah.
we've hired that's up
okay.
there.
First, you got to track Paul down somewhere, maybe Williamsburg, maybe a trade show,
That's it,
maybe
that's it.
somewhere in Chicago or down in
I remember a couple places we
New
found him.
Orleans with Peroni,
Yep.
Peroni and Sons.
Yep.
Or maybe he'll be visiting Lifestyle up in Chicago.
Yep, Lee. Could be
You
anywhere.
just track him down, and then you get to know him for a minute. You take him out for drinks,
Yep,
tea, little whiskey,
yep.
And then you call them
Family operation.
every week or so for like 3, 4, 5 years.
I think it took 5 years. It
5
did
years.
take
You just
about
keep
5 years.
calling them, and then all of a sudden, if
It just happens.
the
If
tide
everything-
turns right,
yes,
you'll
yeah.
have a job working with Paul, and you'll be standing right where I am.
There you go.
Yeah, we could.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, what's the person's name?
What do they do?
I don't know. We'll find out. I'll have them email you, Mike. But also they do have some tea questions.
There we go.
2 questions related to tea. There's only a limited selection of second flush Darjeelings. Will more be coming?
Yes, there's more coming. We got in one, the organic, which we're not overly pleased. I mean, we're pleased with, but we're not selling it
I
as a
hope
second
we're
flush.
pleased with it.
We're not selling it as a second flush Darjeeling. We're selling it as the organic Darjeeling. We have 2 nice ones. Everything coming out of India is very slow this year. We're not even. Beta, do you know when the second flush is going to come in? No, we don't know yet.
We don't know. Patience. Patience is a virtue.
So
You
it's
you can't rush it.
Flushes when it flushes.
That's it.
And then the second question is that they don't see any Nepalese offerings available.
Nepalese Beta?
We have one coming, I think next week.
Next week.
One coming next week.
Well, there you go. That's something.
And,
You like Nepalese tea?
Oh
Mark?
yeah, oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
following up on the questions about Nepalese teas from RemFam, I adore the Nepalese golden tips. Is the dark Tibet tea from a similar terroir? Terroir?
No, it would not be. That's a Chinese tea. You can't say terroir. Your mother better not know this, Alex. You have French in you.
Terroir.
Terroir. I can say it in French. I just can't.
You should have just said it in
English.
French. That would be okay.
And that covers a lot of the questions on YouTube for now. You guys keep talking, and I'll go look at Instagram.
You haven't drummed up any questions, Mark.
Well, no, I was when Mike was out in San Francisco last. There's a big rave about tea leaf salad. Have you tried tea leaf salad before?
I've not.
Fermented tea leaf, and you said it was kind of unique to you, didn't you?
The restaurant Burmese Star in San Francisco
There's
and
like
the whole
100
area, yeah,
different-
they're
You had it,
they're very
right?
famous for it. They've been doing it for
Yeah,
30 years, I imagine.
yeah, and you could buy
It's well, I mean, it's not something you see outside of San Francisco, from my knowledge.
Well, how close is Nepal to Burma?
Well, it's just over the hill.
Yeah, that was my segue.
It's a
there.
very big hill.
And it's tea leaf, but I was surprised that Justin and Mike hadn't. It's wonderful. Next time you come out, you'll have to try it. I mean,
That's
I'm sure
true.
there's one around here too.
You really? There's a change.
No.
It was a chain, the one that we went into when
Yeah.
we were down in where were we, in Palo Alto or something,
Yeah,
weren't we?
right off
Yeah.
of it.
Well, that sounds
They're-
good. That
they're all
sounds
over the-
delicious.
Well,
was-
Alex knows it.
Well, see.
Well, there's a lot he knows about food. He's very knowledgeable about food. So, that's the Williamsburg. And the other thing that we're rolling out now is the Sweet Azuki, which is a red bean black tea.
Yeah.
So Emmerich, my second son, came up with this concept. He loves Japanese heritage and traditions, and so this is based on some of the desserts that he's seen over there, the Sweet Azuki.
Okay.
So did you try that yet, or are you going to try it now?
No, I'll try it now. Where?
Well, tell us what you think. Come on.
Oh, here.
All right.
I'll finish that. Thank you.
Well, we don't want to give you too much.
This is it.
That's not it.
Yeah. Right
That
over
is.
here.
Oh, it is it. Oh, sorry. See?
Yep. Thank you. Wonderful.
So it's a nice black tea, and it's got some silver tip in there.
Big
I read it.
smells, right?
It
Big
does, Mike.
smells.
It's got some silver tip. It's got some
So it's got-
flowers in there.
It's got sweet red bean, vanilla flavors, and it's a toasty black tea from China.
Yeah. It's nice. Really nice.
You like it?
Yeah. Is it what occasion would you say? Any occasion, or is it more of a dessert
Well,
tea?
obviously it's a dessert tea.
Yeah. Okay.
It's sweet. So, I mean, it depends when you want sweet. You like the
Anytime
way
you
it?
want. Yeah, I do like it. It's really nice. Let me have a look. Is this one open?
No, you can open one.
Yeah. So this
Well, that's
one-
the tea that we're going to be giving out if you send your email, or send an email to Michael at Harney Teas.
What's
Send
the
it-
question, Mike?
Oh, I got one.
What's Mark's name?
No,
No.
please name. Can multi people win?
Yeah, most of the people generally do win. If you make it too hard,
so
no one wins.
I always think of when I'm doing stuff like this as a wonderful song that mentions tea. Do you have
What?
any off the top of your head?
What?
My
Tea for
favorite.
two.
Tea for two. Is that a good one?
T. For 2. Yeah.
Mine is Blondie, Dreamin'. And I think that's the name of it. right?
Blondie.
Have a cup of tea. 'Cause-
So what
Is
was
it?
the
So
question?
So the question is to name songs that mention tea in it. Tea directly. Send it to Mike. We'll listen to them. We'll
Michael
verify.
at Harney Tees.
Michael at Harney Tees. We'll
That
verify.
song actually exists. Yeah, you should identify who's the artist.
Can they
that,
say Blondie? I gave him that one.
Is it BLOW?
No, they got to pick something else that we didn't name.
Well, that
Okay.
could be Blondie.
Have a cup of tea.
All
So
right.
think of that, guys, and
So that's
send it over, and we're going to listen to it at work tomorrow.
So that's what you. That's when you're going on a sales call. You're singing Blondie.
Yeah, when I'm doing stuff like where I
What about
really,
Ginger Baker? He did a good song about tea.
Yeah. Well, don't give them all away.
All right.
We got to save some for the crowd here.
And don't forget that psychedelic album you have in your office, Mike. Let's see if anyone sends you that one.
Oh, yeah. I wonder who gave that to me.
What kind of tea was that?
I think that was Balsamo gave that to you, or
I don't know. Somebody did. Who?
Joe.
Did he? Joe gave you
Oh,
that?
Balsamo?
Did you call Joe?
I don't know.
No, I'm going to call him back. Call
You
you,
didn't
back,
even
Joe.
call. You didn't even call him.
Well, you
Joe's
Now
listening right now. You just talked to him.
Now you're
Hey,
on
Joe, how
TV?
you doing?
Did you tell him you didn't call him?
I
Al,
text
more questions?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Well, it sounds like we should probably talk more about this tea that you're drinking right now because Sarah Wheeler on Facebook says that sounds fabulous.
It is quite delicious. It's got a little sweetness to it, as you'd expect,
Do you have anything else
and
you
the
wanna
red
say?
bean, unbelievable.
Let's hear the exact pronunciation here. Sweet, I got that.
Azuki.
Azuki. Okay. Azuki.
Azuki.
Black.
You're sure that's how it's pronounced?
Sometimes spelled with a D right after the A,
Azuki.
but it's Azuki.
Okay.
Azuki. I'm gonna see this Japanese guy, high bigwig guy next week. So maybe I'll bring him some. He can tell me if I'm saying it right.
Well,
Somebody's got to.
they're very polite. I don't know if he'd correct you.
Now,
I agree.
Jonathan Capisolaccio on YouTube says, "Did you say there are beans in that tea? Is it April Fool's Day? I thought it was International Pickle Day."
I like pickles.
Well, we
I
can
like pickles.
confirm, right?
Well, as long as it wasn't Mark Capsulatro. Did you didn't do that because we didn't see you get over there and type it in. That's too long a type.
It's a great question. Did you want a
It's got flavors.
red bean flavor?
Flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor.
We wouldn't do that to you.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, you never know with beans how they're going to react if you're out in public.
This is a family show again.
Yeah, come on.
Well, we
Well,
don't.
I
want-
mean, we don't want you to. We're having pretty good ratings till today. If they go down, it's going to be the
gonna
fault
be
of
on
who.
you.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are you doing out here? In
Specifically,
Coast?
well, so I try and come back once a year just to touch base with all the great people I work with here, because we have like no other place I've worked inside sales support where you can really focus on selling and people at the office really take care of it, and it's an ideal situation. So it's good to touch base with them. So I'll do that today and
You
tomorrow.
don't have to shout. You
And
don't have
then,
to shout.
sorry. And then I'm going to go to UMass Amherst, my alma mater, tomorrow afternoon.
there you
University of Massachusetts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why it's
And we-
called UMass.
Yep, and Jen Burkhoff went there as well,
See?
and her dad
There you
taught
go.
there.
Yep.
So a lot of UMass.
Did you have her dad as a professor?
No, I didn't. I didn't make it to those classes.
Math. You could have had him, Paul.
Math.
Yeah. I, like your
Math
son, prioritized athletics.
That's
in
that's
college,
it. There you go.
right?
There you go. See?
And so I'm going back to meet up with some of my swimming and water polo friends and support the
Did you
school.
swim or you did water polo?
Water polo.
You did both.
Water polo. Yeah, I was a
polo.
water polo player from California, and
What was your position?
I was a driver, like, so it's
What's that
kind of
mean?
like a wingman, perimeter, and then I'd guard a whole set, which is like the center position. So it's a pretty versatile sport where it's like everybody plays everything, kind of like hockey.
yeah?
Everyone's coming
What
up and back.
what about who's the second best team in the country right now?
Well, that'd be Fordham University.
See?
A lot of Hungarian presence, which is the #1 water polo country in the world, and they have got a pipeline to Hungary, which is paying a lot of dividends because they're ready to compete with just about anybody in the country.
What about UMass? Was UMass good when you were there?
Great. Final Four.
Final
two,
Four,
2 years
baby.
Final Four, and Eastern champions,
some of
3 of my 4 years. So,
Give me the tea. That's what I said.
but the program's gone. Alas, there weren't enough people in Massachusetts playing.
It's gone.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
gone.
even exist.
Doesn't exist.
So they're not in the Final Four this year.
No. Maybe
Fordham's taking over for him.
Fordham, Brown, Harvard, like places.
That's
with
what they
a
say.
little bit of-
Harvard's good at every
A little
sport.
bit of money. Are they?
Well, because everyone wants to go to Harvard
Yeah.
and they have too much money.
Yeah, no, it's a, but I mean they're good, not great. Brown, Princeton, all those, but it's a great college. You know, it was when I was deciding where to go to school, it was this area that kind of drew me like to come up here. It was like when you drive
Because
around.
you're a California
Yeah,
boy. Where'd you
yes.
grow up?
Yeah, I grew up in Southern California, so
But
those
don't you have
places
some
were
relatives?
Pepperdine, Santa Barbara,
SoCal.
some places up
You have
there.
relatives down in Long Island, though, right?
Godmother, like it's family. It's
Okay.
more or less relatives. We call them family, you know.
It's okay. You can
That's
call
good.
them whatever you want.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing up here, and it's
Well,
good
it's,
to be here.
it's
and this is
nice
a
to
real
have you.
surprise,
It's
yeah.
nice to have you.
Well,
and-
good.
and-
Lots
Fresh
of good
blood.
food in town. Last time I came, it was February, and it was a little more difficult. But everything's open on Main Street, and it looks very lively.
Did you have
Very
something good to
lively.
eat? You had something at the tea shop to eat? What'd you
Yeah.
eat?
Oh, it was called.
He went to
a-
Willa, too, last
It was
night.
called
Oh.
a minestrone soup, but it was blended. So it's like you put your minestrone soup in a blender.
I believe that was
And it was
It's
tomato
called
soup.
tomato soup.
Tomato
Is
soup.
that- is
That's
most
how
people
the
call
chef described it to me. Was that accurate?
Yeah.
Al?
So we
Al's
have,
gonna
we
help
have
you
some
out.
differing opinions on that soup. It's good. I was expecting something different.
Yeah.
As my friend here called it, it is Italian chili.
Yeah. Okay.
It was very thick, very tomatoey. Had some lentils, no pasta. It's people love it,
Yeah.
but if you order minestrone and that's what you got.
Oh, really? I thought he just got tomato soup. So he's correct?
No, yeah. If he ordered the minestrone, he got a tomato soup pretty much
Yes, yeah.
with lentils, and
Yeah.
it was really good. But
See, that's an acid
Well,
food.
there's no pasta. No
That's an
pasta.
acid- That's an acid food.
Right?
Paul.
Isn't that?
There's
isn't
no
that-
pasta, right?
There's
Well,
no-
well,
said.
I think
It's
I think
kinda thick.
traditionally it would be, but
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe I'm just used to like the cafeteria minestrone from when I was a kid, but it's usually pretty brothy and
Yeah.
had some pasta in it.
Yeah.
But this one didn't.
I think lentils were in its place, maybe, or is that?
Yeah,
part-
well, I mean, so healthier.
Yeah.
It's gluten free.
A lot healthier. yeah.
You feel better about yourself? What about the pierogies?
I wanted to have the fin.
He
How
had
about the
handmade
pierogies?
pierogies. They were. We saw them making it right
They were-
there. It was
they were right there.
crazy.
Come
Right.
on. By the way, Joe Balsamo says hi and go sports, and that Mark is the man.
Nice, thanks, Joe.
See? There you go.
See?
Got to
Say
be
hi
more
to Joe?
specific
Yeah.
to which Mark, though. We
Yes,
have a lot of Marks
yes.
here.
Well, he's saying Mark you.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Mark,
get Houston up here, see which one pulls better.
He did
Mark
use a
V.
C.
We got to get Mark V up here.
Mark V. Now he's too tall.
He's too tall. He's different.
The framing would be
altitude.
difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen him stand yet.
Okay.
No?
Got to shake his hand.
That's good.
So, Mike, when you get back to your desk after this, there'll be at least 2 songs in your inbox.
Michael at HarneyTees.com. Al, do we have any more questions?
Well, yeah, why not? Rem fan on YouTube says, "Would you consider making a simple black tea with peppermint?
Black tea with.
Peppermint, which we don't really do. We have that.
Oh, some people like I know there's a couple companies do like mint flavor to it. Is that what they want? You have to ask them.
Well,
or
How
is it
about
want,
gunpowder? They could have. What about a green? They could have Moroccan mint.
see?
kinda
Paul's
in
a
the
walking
neighborhood.
encyclopedia.
It's kind of in the not really, but it's in the neighborhood. No.
it's close. We'll see. Maybe that could.
Well,
do what
do they
they're
want
looking
black
for.
tea with mint flavor, which I've seen out there, or do they want black tea with mints in it?
How would you describe mint verbena?
Well, it's got mint
Yeah.
from Washington State and verbena from Morocco.
Okay.
Verbena grows very well down there, and
What about
it's
the
source-
mint? Does the mint grow good up in?
I'm pretty sure it does. Yep.
Yeah. See?
Yep.
Mint's very popular nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I mean,
people, different food you eat. You need a little mint tea. I woke up with a little bellyache a couple days ago. You know what I had?
Deli belly.
Yep.
Huh?
A
A little
little
peppermint.
to help.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, one of my
come you're not out
my
here
favorite
helping it?
customers, one of the many,
I hope you don't have any favorites. We don't like to play favorites
is,
around here.
is Phil's Coffee, and their theme is mint on top. You know,
There you
they
go.
put a little
That's
mint
good.
leaf on top
There-
of everything.
Well, who couldn't like that?
I like it.
Besides that, more questions, Al?
More questions. Katrin says, hi Tika from Ziggy.
Oh, how do
see?
you spell that?
We're starting to spell it Teaka.
No, I meant Katrin.
Oh.
All right, hi Ziggy.
Caitin.
Shout out.
It's my grandson.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Ziggy.
Zig,
Zig.
Zig's feeling better.
He's feeling much
back
better.
in the game.
All right, good. All right, well, what else we have there, Alex?
It's looking like it's pretty quiet on the questions, though. Remfan did come back with saying Simpson and Vale makes a mint in tea, black tea base, dried peppermint leaves.
Okay. Well, there have been friends for many years over at Simpson and Vale.
Well, we're starting a weekly. Are we starting a weekly, Al? What's the word? We go weekly after this for the.
Do we want to get past Thanksgiving and then go weekly, or no?
up
You want
to
to go
you, whatever
weekly
you
till
think.
Thanksgiving?
Well, we're
Till
going to go
Thanksgiving.
weekly, yeah, from here on
Only
in.
one
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
We're
One
on
more
in.
before
The question is
Thanksgiving.
when we're stopping. Could be next week. So this could be the weekly.
Okay, we're going weekly, and lots more giveaways, Mike.
Yep.
Well, it depends on how we do today. I
We're gonna
mean,
get into the holiday. This is the last one
Pre-holiday.
before we roll into the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we have everybody ready for the holidays, though. They're all
We're
set
primed
downstairs.
and ready to go. Everybody
mean-
is here, and they're ready. So get those orders. Get ready to go.
It's hard to shop for people, but everybody likes tea.
Everybody loves tea.
I used that
Everybody.
line already.
You did?
Yeah, just
Wait,
Did you use it today, Mike?
no.
Everybody likes tea. It's a guaranteed winner, and if they don't like it, they have somebody they can regift it
If
to.
they have good vibes, that's
Yeah.
what happens.
You talked about my my write up in Pax Magazine, right? The travel magazine.
You know what PAX stands for?
You were gonna tell me.
I told you.
You said passenger.
See?
Yeah. So we did our partner Intervene. We were doing some. They did a write up in it's a travel industry magazine, and they gave us a beautiful write up, and I'm very happy to be quoted on page 82. If you guys go look it up.
Is that on the red
Mark
side? Where-
Steinbauer.
How do they get this magazine?
Oh, Mike will post it, or we'll post it on our Instagram.
All right, John will post it.
Okay.
How do they get it? They can't buy the magazine.
You
No?
can, but it's
When you're
it's
flying
an
or
industry,
something?
industry. So it's made for the
For your
people
flight
who are
attendant
buying
or,
the drinks and buying the seats and buying. No, it's not consumer facing really, but we'll send it to you so you.
What do you mean by
Niche,
consumer
niche.
facing?
Like if it was made for, it's made for a specific person. Like say you're the tea buyer for Emirates Airline, I'd give this to Qatar. For Qatar Airline, I'd give it to you. Or you're going to buy the seats or the seat belts for American Airlines, you'd be the person reading that magazine. So
That's a niche right there. Huh?
it's a niche, but
All right.
Pax Magazine, we'll post it.
Well, it was a pleasure welcoming you to the East Coast.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful to
Thank
be
you.
here.
Thank you.
Feel like
Yes.
I always feel like I'm at home when I'm having a cup of tea on the East Coast.
There you go.
Well,
Well,
there you
thank
go.
you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Mark won't be here.